The Gunners are considering signing a former City player who has yet to renew his contract with the club and is entering the final months of his contract. Meanwhile, Chelsea are preparing to make a big move that could benefit Mikel Arteta, with negotiations potentially going in Arsenal's favour. Hey Gunners! Welcome back to the Arsenal News channel. As always, we're here to bring you the latest updates to keep you informed on all things Gunners. Arsenal officially announced the signing of Italian defender Riccardo Calafiori on Monday after a lengthy transfer process. The player has already joined the team just ahead of the final pre-season match in the US against Liverpool in Philadelphia. Calafiori has already taken part in his first training session with the squad, but it is not yet known whether he will play against Liverpool. Arteta may use the remaining time in the US for Calafiori to adapt to his new teammates and the club's environment. In a recent press conference, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta shed some light on Calafiori's early days at the club. Arteta explained the challenges the young defender has faced since his arrival, including a long flight and a medical. When asked if he will play on Wednesday, Arteta said, "Good question. I don't know. He had a long flight yesterday, he had a medical, so it's been a busy last 48 hours for him. He didn't really do anything with the team today, tomorrow he'll probably train a bit. We'll see how it goes. We don't want to rush anything. If he's available and fit, great, he can play a few minutes. And if we think he's not ready yet, we won't force him." Even if Calafiori doesn't play against Liverpool, his presence on the US tour should be beneficial to his integration into the squad. After returning to England, Arsenal will face Bayer Leverkusen and Olympique Lyonnais. Those matches are expected to give Calafiori the opportunity to make his first appearance in London in front of fans at the Emirates Stadium. Meanwhile, Arsenal remain active in the transfer window, with Reiss Nelson one of the top names in recent hours, which could further influence the club's moves. The Gunners have been warned that if Reiss Nelson, Emile Smith-Rowe and Eddie Nketiah are all to leave, they will definitely need to bring in a replacement to bolster their attacking options. Charles Watts has provided an update on Nelson's situation, confirming Leicester's interest and noting that West Ham are still in the running. With Smith-Rowe heading to Fulham and Nketiah linked with Marseille, it is crucial to manage these departures carefully to maintain squad depth. It's no surprise to see a number of clubs linked with an interest in Reiss Nelson, Watts said. Anyone who watched Arsenal's pre-season tour of the USA will have seen his decent performances. Leicester are known to have inquired about the winger, but West Ham are still in the picture and I wouldn't rule them out as a potential destination for Nelson. However, nothing appears imminent at the moment, although that could change if a club makes an offer that Arsenal deems acceptable. Nelson's continued presence on the US tour indicates that no team has yet met Arsenal's demands for him. Similarly, Marseille's pursuit of Eddie Nketiah has hit a snag, with journalist Jonathan Johnson reporting that negotiations have been more complicated than expected. In contrast, Smith-Rowe transfer is all but finalised with a medical carried out in the last few hours at Fulham. Smith-Rowe's move has been in the works for a while, which is why he had to miss the games against Bournemouth and Manchester United. With a number of departures from the squad being considered, Arsenal are closely monitoring the transfer market for players who could make a significant impact on the pitch. According to journalist Florian Plettenberg, the Gunners are still keeping tabs on Bayern Munich winger Leroy Sané. Sané's contract with Bayern expires in 2025, and there is currently no agreement on a new deal for the German forward. Although Bayern had previously planned to secure his health with a long-term contract, recent weeks have revealed that the club have not given up on the possibility of selling him this summer. This could open the door for Arsenal to consider the potential of bringing the 28-year-old back to the Premier League. The Arsenal boss knows Sané well from their time together at Manchester City, and the two share a strong relationship. Sané has previously praised the Spanish manager's work in interviews, saying, "Thanks to him and his ideas, I improved quickly. I still keep those ideas in mind and try to implement them in my game." The Gunners have so far been keen to secure Raya permanently and have added Calafiori in the meantime. Their focus is now shifting to attacking positions, and Sané could provide the depth and quality they need for next season. The former City winger was a fan favourite and played a crucial role in 2 Premier League title wins under Guardiola. Sané has been at Bayern Munich for 4 seasons and has 1 year remaining on his contract. However, Sky Sports Germany's Kerry Howe reports that Sane is likely to remain at Bayern this summer and agree a new deal. However, if negotiations fail, Howe adds that Arsenal could become a viable option. In other recent transfer developments, Arsenal may have been given a crucial advantage in their pursuit of Mikel Merino's signature. Chelsea's latest decision to prioritise the sale of Conor Gallagher whilst negotiating with Atletico Madrid could pave the way for Arsenal to secure the Spanish international. Fabrizio Romano has reported that the Blues are deep in talks with Atletico over Gallagher's transfer. This move could mean Atletico Madrid are out of the running for Merino, leaving Arsenal in a prime position to make a move. Meanwhile, Real Sociedad chairman Joaquín Aperribe has shed some light on Merino's situation. He expressed hope that Merino will remain in San Sebastian and revealed that a contract extension offer remains unsigned. Aperribe also confirmed that Merino has multiple offers on the table and, should any of them appeal to the player, Real Sociedad will negotiate his exit. Aperribe stressed that no discussions have taken place with rival clubs regarding Merino, stating, "We are not in talks with any club to move any player." However, he also mentioned that Merino does not need to be restricted by a contract if he seeks new opportunities, which could be seen as a green light for potential suitors. With Mikel Arteta's side actively looking to strengthen their midfield, Merino is reportedly their top target. Given these recent developments, Arsenal appear well placed to finalise a deal for Merino before the start of the new season. Arsenal have recently stepped up their interest in Victor Osimhen, the 25-year-old Nigerian striker currently at Napoli. Despite missing all three of Napoli's pre-season friendlies, Osimhen has been training separately from the squad and watching matches as a spectator, making it clear that he is keen on a move. Talks between Napoli and Paris Saint-Germain stalled earlier this month, opening the door for other clubs to make a move. Chelsea, who have long been interested in Osimhen, are still in the running. However, Arsenal have reportedly reactivated their pursuit, with further inquiries into his availability. According to Corriere dello Sport, Arsenal have sought an update on Osimhen's situation, although their main focus remains on Victor Gyökeres. Mikel Arteta has said that the club are not looking to make another high-profile signing similar to the multi-million-dollar investment made for Declan Rice. "We don't expect to do something of that magnitude," Arteta said. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis is demanding around £109.5 million for Osimhen, slightly above the £84 million release clause set by Sporting for Gyökeres. The club have been closely monitoring the player's progress in Portugal and have expressed an interest in him. However, it remains unclear whether they would be willing to pay the amount likely to be required to sign the striker. Arteta's recent comments raise further doubts over the possibility of either player joining Arsenal this summer.